Hi, my name is Bertie Lou and I'm a transformational coach, thought-leading mentor, international speaker, and a published author. In my recent book, Believe to Achieve, a leader's journey from invisible to invincible, I cover a lot of what I hope to believe food for thought for leaders to become more efficient. I believe that the emotion that drives us has become critically important and even more important nowadays with the invent of AI. I can ask you and I can teach you and I can show you a lot about leadership points of things that you should be doing. AI can give you a list of the what you should be doing, and sometimes close to how. But I want to share with you and cover with you why you should be doing it, and then how to do it. So you understand where you're at the moment. And that's the content and the whole thought behind the book, is to understand you why. Why do you feel uncomfortable as a leader? Why do you feel inefficient, unauthentic as a leader? Covering that. So we're covering up on points here and these talks shared with you in terms of the insights, and then help you with ways of how you can address that. Today we're going to talk about breakthrough leadership. How to achieve big wins by shifting your mindset. It sounds so easy to shift the mindset, but we know there's no ways I can take a key, open up and change how my brain works or functions, all these bells and whistles that in there is working, and then close it up again. Unfortunately, our brain develops and grows through experience. In other words, we see something and we store the response to what we have seen in our brains, good or bad or ugly. The brain hasn't got the ability to distinguish between right or wrong, good or bad. That's our problem. So we grow up and we are fed lots of things, experiences by lots of people in our community and environment, and we store them as our facts. Our perceptions become our facts, and if something happens, that tape plays again and it says, this is how you respond to this. And unfortunately, we didn't learn from the best all the time. And if we did bump into the best, we didn't know that it was the best. So the leader, therefore, needs to understand that he needs to address his why. Why he does what he does the way he does it. Why do I do what I do the way I do it? It's quite important that I understand that. Okay. So yeah, we talk about how to achieve big wins by shifting your mindset. Because if you got your mind around it and you're saying, I'm going to do this, and it's that, then you would have more and more breakthrough moments because you trust your own abilities as a leader. Through your own experiences, through your thinking and experience, you are gaining and achieving huge results. So the question is now, how do I do that shift? How do I achieve big wins? How do I shift my mindset? Because it's not that easy, but it's really that difficult. So I'll share 5 points with you just to drive the point home, so you understand it a little bit better, because it's possible that you can achieve it. Every single one of you can achieve it, whether you are leading your family or leading an organization, doesn't matter. Same principles apply. Being innovative, introducing fresh and creative thinking that leads to major success. Now, the problem with leaders so often, and I've said it before, during COVID, companies unfortunately suffer losses of key personnel. They might have died because of COVID, and they died way too young. So the transfer of their skills and knowledge did not take place. The succession planning did not take place. So rather than be leaders that rolled up their sleeves and became managers. Because at the end of the day, we need to manage what we have and not strategically or visionary as a leader for the future. We are in the here and now. Success is now more important in terms of survival. Okay. So I shared with people coming out of that we need to put our jacket back on as a leader to become the visionary to lead the company out of these difficult times. And there's a myriad of leaders with stories you can read, and I do urge you to read as much as you can about successful leaders. There's books plenty out on the shelves. I do want to relate one of my personal friends, what he does. I'll keep his name personally at the moment, but yeah, I have yet to see a leader as efficient and effective as him. Not only does he trust his personnel, 100%, but he's also part of that. He leads by example. Two things that stand out for me. He brought into his company what he called me time. Every day starts with an hour of me time. Let's say the starting hour is 8 o'clock. Between 8 and 9 o'clock, it's me time. It's the individual's time. He can read, he can send emails, he can eat his breakfast, he can do whatever he or she does. It's their time. Study, do the emails, WhatsApp, whatever they want to do is me time. Trusting them that once they've done that, they will be committed for the rest of the day because they don't have all those things that need to be done somewhere in the day. It's done in the first hour. And the second thing, to involve his team and understand what his team does, they rotate certain functions in the company, like reception, answering the telephone and answering walking clients. Even the CEO spent time in that chair. They rotate that all the time. So, yeah, there's thinking that goes into be an effective manager by leading by your example. And never let that go, let that slip. So we talk about innovation as a leading trait. Introduce fresh and creative thinking that leads to major successes. We can't expect a leader to have all the answers, but he or she will gain those insights by making themselves part of their teams so that their teams can share their thinking, their dreams, their wishes, and their creative thoughts. Be pivotal, making a turning point in the leadership or mindset. You got a mindset means, and a change mindset means, I am changing direction. You've got to be able to do that and be strong in that and have the belief that you will make the right decision. And if you don't make the right decision, that you were able to get up and continue. Pivotal in the role as a leader. Expansive, broadening one's thinking to unlock new possibilities. We are sometimes so caught up in the functions we do that we don't spend time strategizing or visioning the future. And that's sometimes a problem of leaders. They don't get the time. And that's what I enjoy about the me time concept. No BTs, you're fresh, you just come from home, you get in your office, you take your cup of coffee, you sit down, you think all by yourself. As a leader, the manager, and also as a cleaner, and as the executives teams, that they absolutely fantastic, good concept and idea, and the successes that he is experiencing is phenomenal. Not just in staff turnover, but staff growth and the company's growth. Revolutionary, evolving dramatic change in approach or leadership style. Mindset, read, that's why I'm saying read a lot, to understand what other people are doing. Why are they successful? Are they doing the right things at the right time or the good things at the bad times? What are they doing? How are they doing that? to every one of this, being innovative, being pivotal, being expansive, being revolutionary, and then adaptive. Fifth one, able to adjust mindset in response to challenges and opportunities. We've spoken about being resilient. To be able to adapt to the wind is critically important, because sometimes we just have to make a decision immediately. Can't wait for tomorrow. You must have that mindset that you are able, capable, and allowed to make it, and people will respond positively when you do make those decisions. An example here, we would talk about, breakthroughs in terms of change mindset. Steve Jobs, for example, he had a breakthrough when he returned to Apple. Okay, realizing that the simplification was key to success. Simplification of the product and services they offer. His mindset shift that took him away from Apple and brought him back to Apple, turned Apple into a global leader. Just a mind shift. What is necessary? Sometimes it's that small tweak that create the biggest result. But we must trust ourselves in that. We call that breakthrough leadership. So we're talking about how to achieve big wins while shifting the mindset. So question continuously your current approach and challenge yourself continuously whether it's still the best way. Adopt a growth mindset, change mindset, developmental mindset, a strategizing, visionary mindset. And that's why I conclude by saying, read the biographies of leaders who has made similar shift and inspiring in their transition. Thanks for watching. As always, appreciate your attention. Andrew, share with me your ideas. And follow me on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Much appreciated. For your time, see you next time, and goodbye for now.